Hello everyone, Deb here. I'm here with my very first work in process finish up of the year. So this will be whip number 1 because I told you I'm trying to finish things up this year, right? So these are the Festive Friends. And I had already done the little critters or people, characters, whatever. The little friends, I had done them and colored them and added sparkle, but I hadn't die cut them. This came with dies. So I die cut them out, and then I am trying to use up some old paper. So for these 3, I pulled scraps from this Stampin' Up! Heartwarming Hugs retired long ago paper. I have no idea what year, but it's been a long time. I still have quite a bit, so I might do some of this for a master board or 3. There's about 3 12 by 12 sheets, and the rest are, yeah, 3 or 4, 3. It looks like 3 12 by 12 sheets, and then the rest are all little scraps. And I did use the die that came in it that was like a tag to die cut some, and then I just cut some strips for some of the rest. I haven't connected anything yet, and I haven't put ribbon on yet, or any sparklies or anything like that. And I did also die cut some white cardstock or thin cardboard actually that was in a package to put on the back because the paper's rather thin and there's nowhere to put to from, even though I hate covering up that gingham. I love that. But anyway, I need somewhere to write, and I have this little to from stamp, but the thing is, I'm going to have to probably do some masking because the to and the from are too close together. I like to have on a tag, for example, I like to have maybe the to here and the from here, or the to here and the from, or center them like to and from, that kind of thing. Not right smack up against each other, but you can cover the from, ink up the to and stamp it. And so we're going to try that on some of these. Okay, and then these 3, these were all Stampin' Up! Colors and stuff like that. But these 3, because they were purple pinkish and like a green, I found I had this stuff was all sitting on, these papers were all sitting on my floor from last year or whenever I did the embellishments. Probably December 2024 and December 2025. But anyway, I have this Simple Stories collection. I'm pretty sure I probably got it at Peachy Cheap because I had this in it and 2 packs of ephemera plus these, which it doesn't look like I ever opened, and these snowflake sequins. But I'm thinking I want to use some of those and probably some of these pink and green on this one over here. Now these 4 will be tags, and these 2 will be ephemera that could go in a journal or on a card. I haven't decided yet. This is about 4 1/4 by 4. I think this is 3 3/4 by 3 1/4. I'm pretty sure that's right. And on this one, I also brought in some, where is it? Snowflake vellum from Stampin' Up! And it looked like this. There's other ones in here. There's some with foiling. There's this one, but it's too big a design for these little cards. And there's this silvery iridescent foiling, which is beautiful, but just I wasn't going to use it for this. I think, oh, and there's a foiled snowflake, little snowdrops too. So I think that's most of it. Anyway, you get the idea. So that is what I decided to use. So all these pieces are out of the ephemera packs. This one I cut down. It had white on the bottom and I just cut it down. The little coffee cup, the circle with the heart, the tree, and even this piece here and this flower, they're all out of the ephemera pack from the Simple Stories. Feelin' Frosty is what it's called, Feelin' Frosty. Yeah, trying to use what I have, and then I can put some of this stuff away. So anyway, let's start with these, and I'm going to move the other ones out of the way, and we can glue them together and embellish them, that kind of thing. And on this one, I want to do a little background stamping, maybe some stamped snowflakes. This came out of the Festive Friends. And, put some balmy blue. I have balmy blue ink out from Stampin' Up. Shaded spruce, because that looked like the color there. And real red, in case I want to put anything on the ones in the back there. Or the shaded spruce. Okay. This one I don't think I'm going to do any of that. I could ink around the edges. I just don't feel like I want to tonight. I don't know. This is nighttime, about 5:45 p.m. is when I'm recording this on. Wednesday. I just realized I do not, other than my planner, I don't have a calendar up here. So this is a piece of that card, and it's shiny on this side and not as shiny on this side. So I'm going to put the not shiny towards the back. And it had that pretty pink, but that pink was it. See, that's a different color, so I didn't want to use that. So I'm going to glue this together, and I do have some Stampin' Up, well, combo glue. Ooh, that is coming out right away. Anyway, I have some other glue here too, but this was sitting right in front of me, so we'll just use this. And then I'll put the ribbon on last, but I'll show you them too. I have a couple different ribbons out as well. Now I have to stage it again. I might bump up the snowman, but the positioning, is that gonna hold? Positioning is gotta be right. Did I get that lined up? Yeah. Lined up good? Guess so. They're a little bit sticking out the top, but it's okay. Okay, so let's do our positioning again. I should have, hmm. Hey, I don't know. Sometimes I'm kind of a mess. I think I had it like that. So the tree's gonna go down along the edge. Okay, the trunk's got to go in the middle of that green snowflake, which is a heart in the middle. They're all hearts in the middle. Okay. And put him here just for a second. And I don't really want it to snow, I'm going to go that way with this, but I can't cover up no, hang on. I can't cover up that. Should I put it over his hat? I don't want it over his hat. Eh, I guess it'd be over the tree a little bit and move him. Oh, there we go. Moving him over that way. Okay. All right. Let me leave him on there. We're going to glue the Let It Snow down. And then I think I will pop him up on dots. Maybe if I go closer to the edge with the Let It Snow, huh? I don't like that line under the snow, but I was trying to hide it, but it's not gonna happen. Okay, let's close the glue for a second. And let me get some pop dots here. Dimensionals, I should say. They're Stampin' Dimensionals. My favorite dots, although others work just fine too. These just aren't quite as thick as some, and I like that about them. I do have some dimensional tape here too that I'm trying to finish up. That's a little thicker if we need it for anything. Ugh, sorry, I have those little white papers off the back are sticking to me. There we go. Okay. So Sorry if I was off screen. Yes, that's gonna have to do. I think we can read it. Let it snow. And then for ribbon for this one, I think I want to use this. I have this. This is Fresh Freesia. This was from January 2025 Celebration. I don't think Stampin' Up's doing Celebration anymore. Anyway, at least not in the spring catalog or with the spring catalog. They're doing something different though. But anyway, or I have this Dollar Tree. Yeah, Dollar Tree satin edge velvet ribbon, 3/8 inch. I don't have it open. I think I'm going to just use this. I like this color and I think it goes pretty well, although I think this is Highland Heather, but it's okay. This one looks more like it. So let me cut a decent piece of that with my ribbon scissors. I'm just going to cut a pretty long piece, and if I need to trim it, I will. It is also, I don't know, it's so staticky. Maybe, maybe I should have even made it longer, and look at that, it's sticking to me. Oh my goodness. That's from the dry air. Isn't that weird? I didn't realize it was so dry up here. Well, actually, it's probably dry in my whole house. So funny that it's sticking to me. I wonder if I want it shorter. I don't think I have enough to do that. All right, I'm just gonna stick it through, both ends through. Ah, so funny. All right, let's put the ends through if I can. Twist them. I even saved the little parts that popped out of the center there because I thought I could use them as little snowflakes or something if I want to. And I did die cut from the set a couple of these and a couple of these just out of white cardstock. But I don't know if I'll use them. We'll see. If not, I'll stick them in with the stamp set and I think I'm gonna double it. Have more ribbon and less tail. If that made any sense at all. So this could be a little bit of a long video if you want to watch me fumble. I was going to do this on a live stream. I just can't. The timing's just not, I'm not there yet. So forgive me for that. I do want to get to a point where I have time to chat with you, but I only have, right now in my life, I usually only have mornings to craft and only some mornings. And so I'm just haven't been ready for it. Now here I am in the evening because I had dinner at like 4 o'clock because I had leftovers of stuff, and my son is going to have leftovers of something else, and so I didn't have to cook, and I could get up here a little earlier because I'll tell you what, by 7 or so, I'm shot. It's that age thing, you know? That's what I'm blaming it on anyway, though I don't think I'm that old yet, but anyway, we'll see. Okay, so that's I like that better, just short and I do feel like it needs something shiny, but well, you know what? Are there any purple dots in here? No. Hang on, I might have some purple jemmies somewhere. Mhm. I probably even have snowflakes somewhere, but well, I have those iridescent ones. Butterflies will not do, Deb, not for right now. I have pearls. Oh, this is taking too long. You know what? Let's should I try one of these? Should I put one of these on? And put a little no, too big. I don't have this open yet. All right, I'll let that go for later. I don't have my stickles out right now, and I might stickle like I did his hat. I might stickle all around the edge of this or something to add a little more shimmer. So, yeah. And I don't think I'm gonna put the to from on there right now. Sorry. Okay, so that's, excuse me, that's that one. I could put one of these, like a star on the tree almost. Like right there. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll just do that. Should I put that on with glue or a glue dot? I guess I'll use glue. Um, my one thing of glue dots is about all, and I can't get to the other ones right now. They're in a drawer that has papers filed in front of it, like everything else in this craft room. Kind of a disaster. Ugh, it's sticking to me instead of the card. And then I'll put stickles on that snowflake. That's what I'll do. There we go. Okay, I'll call that one done for now. So let's do these embellishments. This one, I do think I'll put one of those like that and maybe a pearl or something in the middle. Um, or maybe that little dot, one of those little dots. Yeah, I guess I'll use that. Okay, so here, the first thing I have to do is put the vellum down. This is the paper out of the Simple Stories. That's on the back. And I think I'm just going to put a strip across up here of tear and tape to hook it on and be done with it. So that actually all the embellishments will be on here, but you'll be able to lift this up. So I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea, but yeah, it is what it is. It's an idea, and I'm going to try it. So this is me trying to do something with projects that I've already started so that I can get things put away off my everywhere. They're everywhere, they're everywhere. And I did already cut this to the exact size of the other paper, and I used my little corner rounder on 0.7 millimeter to round both the paper and this. So that's that, and then this goes down next. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and glue that onto there next. I should just leave this cap off this glue for now. Are you having a good week? This is the first full week of January 2026. Can you believe it? I say that every year, right? Like it's not going to happen any other year, but you know. And actually, since I have that like that, let's just go ahead and put the little gemmy on there. Snow is falling all around. Oh, I need my picky uppy thing. Guess I'll use the Stampin' Up one because I can't find my other one right off the top. It's in there, but I just don't know exactly where. There, that'll work. Let me put this cap back on here, but I'll leave this here. That over there. Okay. Um, so now the snow is falling. How did I have it? Snow is falling all around. Like that? Nope, has to go like that. So I guess it could go straight. And then this, I think that's what I did actually. Is it? Like that, but then have him standing on there. No, that's not how I did it. Ah! How did I do it, guys? I think I had this angled this way. Now, the thing is, this has to be more straight. The thing is, I have to stick that down on vellum. So I think I'm going to use double-sided tape for that too. Let's put this down first while I have them the other one's positioned there. So we'll go like that. I have um, ribbon fuzzies on me. Okay, maybe one in the middle too, because it's vellum. I don't know how well this is gonna stick. On this one, we could use some of the green dots if we so choose. I don't know if we will. I don't know, I don't know. Good thing my nails are already a wreck again. I try and do nail polish. It lasts about a day with me before it gets ruined doing dishes or something, laundry, whatever. I always chip the nail polish. I should just give up wearing nail polish, but I wanted to have my nails look half decent for a little while, and a little while is the key words there. Not long enough. I don't know how people that craft or do housework and stuff do it. All right. So you go with like this, right? I don't know. I have to be able to see the words like that, I think. No, it's falling all around. I can always just snip that off. All right, and now leave him there because we're going to bump him up too, and I'll use hair and tape or double-sided tape, whatever you want to call it, um, on the sled. So use your ephemera, mix and match your products, you know. Nothing has to be matchy-matchy, even though my brain wants to make everything be matchy-matchy. I guess I still have some of that analytical accountant, business management person in me. I'm definitely still a spreadsheet person as far as keeping my budget and all that. Will it work? That'll work, right? Okay, now the dimensionals for our little snowman. So we'll have 2 snowmen, 2 Santas, and 2 elves. And all but the pink elf and this green snowman will be tags. Eh, maybe. If I can, I'm trying to get these backs of these dimensionals off and not have them cling to me. Oh, I did it that time. Yay. Go on here. He's like sliding off the sled. All right, I do feel like I need something there. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe I should have put a green dot in the middle there. Hmm. Maybe. Where's that other snowflake thing? No, I'm not gonna do that. Hmm. I do think I should have used a green dot. Let's change it. Maybe. Yep. Okay. Come here, cool thing. Just to bring in the green from the snowman. I like that better. Plus it also has green down here. And that's, I think, all I'm going to do for that for now. I may also ink around the edges of that. I don't know. I got it a little off with the vellum. So now the vellum could be picked up. I can cut that off, but I think I'm just going to leave it for now. So 2 down. All right, let's do the little girl here. I think it's a girl, pink elf. She has a blemish. What can I do to one of the, I don't know, I guess I got brown on her. I'll let it go for now. All right, so this is multiple pieces. Let's glue this down first. And then this. And then this little flower up here too. See, there's actually, I could put to and from here, or I could stamp Merry Christmas there, or whatever I want. Do I want it up there? I think I wanted it like this, actually. Yeah. Okay, now let's, the glue is, I'm getting too much glue on, guys. All right, we're gonna use the dots, the dots, the dots. What did I do with my dots? I don't know. Did I drop them? No, I just used them. Probably right in front of my nose. Yep, they are right in front of my nose. And my eyes. Been a while since I've done a make video, and I don't know. I feel like I'm fumbling. I need another little piece up there, but I don't want to use a full one of these. So I'll just cut some off the edge to use. There. Okay. I'm going to bump the coffee up too. Actually, before I do that, let me glue this whole thing down to the background. I just felt like it needed something to make it pop, so that's why I put the other sheet of paper behind it, and also that'll make it more sturdy. And then I could actually use that whole thing as a pocket in a journal or something if I wanted to, or a slide. Which I can't see if I'm getting it on straight. I think I got it too far over. That's pretty good. I know that looks like it could have been a Rolodex, but it's actually too tall for Rolodex in my opinion. So, okay. Now let's bump up our little elf, our little pink elf with a blemish on her face. Oh well. She has to go to the skin doctor because her freckles grew. Darkened and grew. That's a bad sign. Sorry. That's just me, you know, having been there, done that. Okay, there's our little elf. And I could have used two of these critters, beings together, like the two elves together, but I just wasn't feeling that either. So, because I figured I was originally just going to make them all tags, and that one has hot cocoa or something. And I think I want a little dot, a pink dot in pink. I'm going to put a green dot in the center of that one too. Or I could put a silver dot in there. Let's put silver in. Sparklies, because it has a black center anyway. And there's gray and stuff other places. And I might color that hard in with some glitter gel pen. Honestly, I could just write to and from or something if I want to use it as a tag in the future. I don't know. I'm undecided. All right, let's do this one. Now here, I think I'm going to, after I glue the back two sheets together, I cut another coordinating piece of paper, which is the back of that one. Oop, see? And that has that pretty gingham on the back. But I want to add some sparkle across it maybe, like that with this white iridescent ribbon. No clue if it's still available. Available. All right, yeah, let's glue this stuff down first. And this one, I think is just cardstock. Yeah. Okay. Doesn't have a shiny and a dull side like some one or two of them was cardboard, like card heavy. I think it's cardboard packaging or something. Okay. And then we will glue this down with the red side up. And actually this one I had to cut down, but I used one of the other ones as an example and to get the width, and then I just cut it off at the edge of the stripe there. So that's that. And then we're going to put this across the middle there like that, almost the middle. I'll just cover up that row of whatever those are. So let's just put parent tape down again, right through the middle. And I'm going to cut that this time to get it even with the edge. Maybe. I have different scissors for ribbon because otherwise they'd be dull. And actually, I say that, but let's snip that. I got a little bit over the edge on the paper. Oops. Try not to use my ribbon scissors for paper. I do have another pair of them, but trying to make these last as long as possible before I open the other ones. Now we'll pop him up on here. Yeah, he's more sparkly that way. And then I think I use this red ribbon. Does that go? Yeah. For most of these tags. I really would like to use that ribbon up. But anyway, I mean, use it up mode, but I have so much, I'll never be able to use it all up in my lifetime. I'll try. I don't know that for sure, but I'm pretty sure. I figure I have another, hopefully, 5 years or so, 5 or 10 years to get rid of everything and or use it up. But that would be if I stop buying anything. Like they say, that's a hobby in itself, right? Buying all the goodies. Well, I'm at a point where I need to stop. All right, let's make this long enough this time that I can double it because I like the ribbon to be kind of full. Let's see if we can do this time. Go through, peggy peg, and then shove those through there. I don't know if this is how you would do it or if you would do it some other way, but there's probably a better way. Did I miss a piece? No, there it is. Okay. That's not cooperating. Why aren't you cooperating? It's too loose in the back. There we go. All right, and then we go snippity doo dah, and I'll pretty up those edges later. No, no, it doesn't feel right. Okay, actually, I'll pretty them up now. Hopefully, nope. That one's already kind of pretty. These are not. Okay, that's that one. Right. Same kind of deal here. I might put, hmm, I really think I want to, maybe not on the Santas and stuff, but I want to use some of these little snowflakes. But I don't want to fuss with that right now. All right, let's do this same way. We're almost done, guys, which is good, right? Because this is 35 minutes. So if you want, you can, I'll put chapters, like chapter, say, ending summary or whatever, if you just want to see what they look like at the end. So this one was striped, and I forgot to show you what was on the back. Doesn't matter. Some kind of other pattern. And then red across here. Same red. And then I think we'll do that ribbon also. Yeah, the metallic ribbon. Just to add a little more sparkle, sparkle. Anybody know if they sell this anymore? This iridescent ribbon? I'm sure you probably can find it somewhere else. It didn't quite line up so nicely this time. I'll still do it through the middle of that one. It's not quite centered, but that's okay. I didn't do any stamping on my little girl one like I was going to. I totally forgot. Mm, totally forgot. Were you screaming at me? Hey, Deb, aren't you going to stamp on there? You probably were. What did I do there? I think I pulled some of the probably sticky on my hand and the paper tore off there. Is it stuck to me somewhere? Probably. I don't know. Anyway, it's okay. And now we'll bump him up too. Give him a little bit of dimension for Santa. Did you have a nice Christmas? Was Santa good to you? Honestly, my favorite part of Christmas is being with family. I don't care if I get any presents at all. I like to give presents, but I tried to get my daughter and everybody to cut back this year because I know financial situations and stuff, and I don't think I was successful in that preaching. But yeah. So anyway, okay. Now, I want that same. I think I want to use this same ribbon. Sorry. Now I'm getting doctor office reminders. They already asked me to confirm the appointment, and I did. And I even called them and gave them updated insurance. Anyway, and then on the other hand, I have one doctor who I only see like every 6 months, and they never call to remind or anything. Uh, the one that you don't see as often, well, this one's only annual, so I understand why they'd send a reminder initially, but anyway. Okay, why is this giving me such a hard time? Just the ends, but then this is too short. Yeah, pull that through, these through, push that down. I'm afraid I'm going to tear the actual card. Okay. Trim these. Well, cut that. Trim them up. Trim them up. Trim them up. That one's a little longer and not quite so snug. Not quite so snug as a bug in a rug. Okay. That might be a little too long. I might have to do something with that. I can't believe I forgot to stamp on there. Okay. One more, guys. I'm sorry. This, you know what? I am going to stamp. Maybe just put this tree design on there because I was thinking about running it through an embossing folder and I didn't. I'm looking for a scrap piece of paper so I can put something under it while I stamp. Here we go. You just fold it in half. And we will use, I guess, the dark green. Dark green. And then I won't put any ribbon across this one. Maybe. Maybe. Clean them a little bit later. That's mostly going to be covered up with the Santa, but let's see now. Yeah, just add the little texture. I wish I had another little embellishment to go on there. I probably do. It's okay. And that's what the other side of this paper was. Pretty paper. More traditional, you know. That's me, traditional. AKA probably a little boring. Yeah, can you tell? Now, if I want to use ribbon on this one, I don't know if I'd go for the iridescent. I could. What other? I thought I had a dark green ribbon out, but I guess not. And I stamped the trees crooked, but oh well. It's playing games with my eyes, though. Let's see. I could put red ribbon across. I could put the iridescent across. I guess I will do the iridescent on him too. Just cover up some of that terrible stamping. Okay. Just didn't like the stark plain green. I don't know why. Don't know why. Is that sticking or not sticking? Stick, please. You ever get a song stuck in your head and like in my background noise in my head, I'm hearing a song. I can't get it out of my head. But I definitely don't want to be singing it or humming it while I'm doing this to you because you might not ever come back to my channel if I do that. All right. You might not anyway, but sorry. I hope you do. Do you have unfinished projects that you need to do? otherwise known as WIPs, Works in Progress or Process. I have so many. Most of them are junk journals. I have some autumn stuff sitting here. I need to get things put away and only keep out 1 or 2 projects at a time. I also need to get a big plastic tub to put all my junk journal supplies in because do I want him up higher? No. Excuse me. Because I don't know. All right, I'm going to use that ribbon again just because I'm trying to, oops, to use it up. I might just do a single this time. There's so much ribbon on these. That's probably why they're so expensive from Stampin' Up. But, because you get, what, 10 feet usually? 10 yards, excuse me, 10 yards. Is that true on this one too? Should know this. Where is it? Don't see where it says how much is on here. Oh yeah, approximately 10 yards. Yeah. That's 30 feet, right? Wow. Yards is 3 feet. So yeah, 30 feet. That's a lot of ribbon. You know, if they wanted to try and cut back, they could reduce the amount of yardage on ribbon spools. And that would be cheaper for people to buy them then. All right, I didn't do something right there. Trying to get it so these are a little more even. But that's not going to let me do that. All right. Ay, 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 ay. All right. Well, we'll just do it like that. It's too long anyway. Boop. Okay. There we have our tags. I didn't stamp much, just a little bit of trees. Totally forgot to stamp snowflakes and stuff on there, but I think I will go back at some point and when I find my glue dots or something, or my needle nose, some kind of needle nose glue, I'll put them on. I wanna put a dot in the middle of that snowflake. Let's put a silver one. Don't know why, I just went silver. Could be blue. Nah, I don't have a purple dot, so let's use silver. Right there. Now I have ribbon stuck to me. Ugh. Okay. So that's that one. And then this is an embellishment. And this one is an embellishment. And that is it. Those are my tags. I thought I had 6. Oh, oh my goodness. Deb. Okay, that's it, guys. I'm sorry. This is my work in process number 1 turned into pretty much completed project other than stamping the to from or putting a to from on here. I might have a different to from that's further apart. I'm going to wait and make it easy on myself and try and do that. I could also stamp something on the back, but I don't know if I will. So those are my little cute tags for next year for Christmas and journaling cards, or I started to say about pockets, either one of these. Oh, and this one I didn't back. That was one of those big thing pages, but it had these all over greenish snowflakes, teal green kind of snowflakes. It says so fun. And I can color in those hearts if I want to. Let's put a little, maybe a pink on the top of that tree. Mm, let's see, bright pink, pale. I'm going to go with the pale just because the little elf is kind of a pale pink. We'll just put one there. Yeah, and I have a silver one. I put it on crooked. And I have a silver one on the flower, and she's sparkly. Okay, that's it. I'm going to stop there, and I will put these in my Christmas bins. All of them. Well, these I might put in with my wrapping paper and stuff so that I can just use them next year. And these I'll put in my Christmas bin in case I do like a Christmas journal or wintertime journal or something for next year. And now I have a mess to clean up, so I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for watching. And do you have a favorite? Would you have done this way or done like Judy had done on her card that was so cute that I shared in a different video? So if you didn't see my happy, merry, and birthday mail video, go check that out. And everyone, have a wonderful rest of your day, week, and weekend ahead. Be safe. Have fun. Bye for now. Hugs, love, and peace.